What is up, guys? Welcome to CJ's Vlogs and welcome to the Australian Grand Prix review. So today, this video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the recent weekend that was the 2017 season start to Formula 1. You all know that I'm a huge fan of Formula 1. Let's get into it. So throughout the weekend of the Australian Grand Prix, we saw Mercedes and Ferrari going back and forth with their pace, which was very interesting because last year and the year before and the year before that we just saw Mercedes leaping over everyone, and what surprised me was the Red Bulls didn't come out as strong as I expected them to, but we should see in the races to come after they do more development on their engines that they'll probably have more pace. But nevertheless, let's break it down into a few segments. Start of the race. Now, Lewis Hamilton, after the formation lap, did complain about the car not coming off the grid quick enough, but I think that was kind of a deception, or maybe he was trying to put off Ferrari or whatever. But we did see a very clean start. The first corner at Albert Park is extremely fast. I mean, the cars are entering there at 190 km an hour. It's pretty tight, straight into the right and then left, and then open onto the second straight. But we did see everyone make it through very cleanly, which is always nice, because if we turn back to, I think, Belgium 95, not pleasant. And on that note of crashes, there was only one crash, which was the Haas of Magnussen and the Sauber of Ericsson. This was just an error, you know. Magnussen just went too deep into the corner. He braked too late and he didn't have space, but who can blame him? It's racing. One thing, we also saw cars. What was very interesting was cars were very close behind each other. So with the extra amount of downforce, it creates more turbulence in the air. So what was expected was that because the cars are creating more dirty air behind, that cars behind might not be able to follow as good. But when we look at Sainz and Perez, I mean, this move into turn 3 was just phenomenal. Perez was following Sainz close behind. He went late in the brakes. He took him on the outside. He just clipped his front wing a little bit, but brilliant move by Perez, and brilliant move by the Pink Force India. Do you like the Pink Force India? If you don't, comment down below. If you do, tell me why you like it. I mean, I do. It's $15 million sponsorship for them. Who would say no? For the Hondas, I do feel for Alonso. Alonso is a fantastic driver, and he really knows how to pull out pace from the cars, but the Honda engine is just not performing. I mean, the aerodynamic package of McLaren's have always been amazing, but just the engine unit, I don't think Honda was a wise choice. I think McLaren thought they'll make Honda great again. Didn't. We see Van Dorn struggling. He came into the pit, he was complaining about loss of power, and it wasn't pleasant. He had to reset the motors. You know, with these cars, it's not just an engine and a gearbox. It is an engine, a gearbox, a power unit, a hybrid unit. It's too much tech for a racing car. I wish we could go back to the old days of big, naturally aspirated V10s and V12s, but that's not going to happen. We also saw the younger Lance go for a little stroll. Okay, so like that was a terrible joke. He didn't really show any smoothness throughout the weekend as much as I expected him to. He had done some testing in other Williams cars, but he just didn't show any good pace, and also his driving style is a bit rough for Formula 1 car. If you look at the top guys like Vettel, Hamilton, Ricardo, they're very smooth. Even Verstappen, as young as he is, he came into Formula 1 when he was 18, but he is just absolutely smooth. Smooth is always faster, right? We saw Lance Stroll wrestling with the car, we saw him pressing the brakes hard, locking the wheels, but he's a youngster, he'll get used to it, and let's just hope that he can not waste millions that his dad put into Williams. Very cool to see the cars following behind each other. I was saying earlier about the dirty air. We didn't expect that because it would become very difficult to follow a car, much like planes. If a plane takes off and then 2 minutes later another one takes off, the second one is going to experience the turbulence and dirty air of the other one. It would shake and it would move around, but we didn't see too much of that. Actually, if I'd say cars were actually moving closer than last year. But my highlight of the weekend was the move that Hulkenberg and Ocon made on Alonso. Now I do feel for Alonso, he's got a very slow car, but the Mercedes unit in the Force India and the Renault power unit in the Renault Works car, it was just amazing. I mean, Ocon went a bit deep into the final corner, into the second to last corner, but the Mercedes power helped him come up behind Alonso, and up behind Ocon came Hulkenberg, and they went 3 abreast into the first corner, and that was just fantastic. It's always exciting to see racing so aggressive and passionate, and drivers making moves. I mean, a driver making a move on a driver making a move. That is just fantastic to watch and highly entertaining. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of this during the year. The cars seem so much closer than they were last year, and we're just going to have to see how different teams progress throughout the year. Be sure to subscribe so that you can watch the next review. That's going to be a review of the Chinese Grand Prix that's happening in 2 weeks. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, comment down if you have any suggestions or comments, and cheers guys, until next one.